Hello and welcome back to the podcast. Today we are going to talk about marketing strategies and not necessarily what you think about marketing strategies. So we're going to dive in, and the question we're going to ask today is, do you need a new marketing strategy? Because as business owners, we often we'll do a rebrand, we'll play with our branding, and we'll go nuts on all of those things. And the real question is, do you need to do that? And look, honestly, the short answer is probably not. So that's going to come as a bit of a shock, because I do love a marketing strategy. I do love marketing. I do love trying new things. But what I would prefer you to do is to dive into that question a little bit deeper before you start doing all the things and changing all the things, right? When I first started my business, I was already fairly experienced in digital marketing and social media. So I had worked with business owners on their digital marketing. I'd worked on their marketing strategies. I'd train them in all the things as a social media manager, obviously managing social media accounts. And I was convinced that because I had the marketing background, that I needed the sales and the business background to be able to quote unquote make it. Now, this is not necessarily true, right? There's lots of successful businesses out there who don't have experience in building a business, who don't have experience in marketing, but then they're really successful. And whilst these skills are really, really important, and I will say that because they are, like, you have to know how to market business properly. You have to know how to sell properly. They're definitely skills that you want to grow and you want to expand on and take on. But the question is your energy best spent right this second on a new marketing strategy, on changing things? And because when I had decided that I needed this business strategy course, I did end up doing it. I've done a lot of trainings and courses. I've invested thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours into my knowledge. And I'm not saying don't do that, but I am saying ask the deeper question first before you go ahead and invest in something. Unless you're feeling really, really called to, like it's super in alignment, you're following your intuition, go for it. And I will say that I loved all of the trainings and courses and things that I did, and I don't regret them. But at the end of the day, there's 1,000 different ways to market and sell your business and your offers. So one expert is going to tell you to get on TikTok. Another will tell you YouTube. Another will tell you Pinterest and LinkedIn and all of the things. You could go through all of the social media channels. There's going to be someone who is like 1,000% behind it, and that's where you absolutely need to be. Another expert will say it's the way that you speak and the way that you present yourself, so you need to work on that. Another one is going to say how your brand looks and feels, and if you don't know your brand values and you don't know what words you're using to describe your brand, and if you're not staying consistent with your brand, again, all of these things can be important, but are they going to be the thing that moves the needle, that makes a difference, that gets you the results that you're wanting? And so that's the question that we really need to ask. And what's best for one person isn't going to necessarily be the best fit for another person. We are all so, so different in so many ways, and that's amazing, and it's our strength. But it also means that sometimes we can get sucked in a little bit to these shiny new things, these new strategies, or because we really resonate or like someone that we're following and we want to take what they're giving or offering, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's the best thing for us. So for me, for example, I'm a projector, and that means in my human design, and that means that I have different energy capabilities to a lot of the rest of the population. And so things that encourage me to like hustle and, things like cold DMs, those type of things are not going to work for me. They will work for someone else. And this is what I'm trying to get at, is like, it doesn't matter what you do. It's how you do it, and it's who you're showing up as, and it's how your energy just is, and how you're being, and the person that you're embodying is what really, really matters behind all of the strategies, behind all of the marketing. And I'm really the type of person that believes that the marketing, the sales, all the frills and all the bits and pieces, they're only like 5 to 10% of your business, 15 to 20%, absolute max. Like, they're not the things that are going to get the results. The things that's going to get the results is your energy and your mindset behind what you're doing. So you might think that, my business isn't attracting the clients that I want. Maybe it's attracting no clients. Maybe it's attracting the wrong clients. I'm not getting my dream clients. Or if the sales floodgates haven't opened yet and you're not seeing that wealth and abundance in your 3D, and you think that it's because of your marketing. So if you've been thinking about that, then this is absolutely for you. If you think that you need to do another course or another masterclass or another this or that, I'm going to tell you, as a person who sells courses and sells masterclasses, it might not be that. And actually, it probably isn't that. It's probably more about something that's in your mindset that's either stopping you from getting the results that you want, or you're just not showing up at that place yet to be able to receive that in your reality. So insert whatever course that you've been thinking about doing and just take a second, take a beat, have a think about it. Because what's likely happening is that there's a limiting belief hiding in your subconscious mind that's sabotaging your success. So these can show up in a lot of different ways. And the trickiest part of this is that we think that the marketing and the sales is the problem. We think that the thing that we believe we have control of is the problem. But at the end of the day, it's our actions, our energy, our emotions, our beliefs that is making the biggest difference. So we know that 95% of our reality is controlled by our subconscious mind. Our 95% of our behaviors, our actions, all of those things, our emotions are being controlled by our subconscious. And so that's exactly the point, is that it's in your subconscious mind. So it's something that you're probably not even aware of. And so even if you really, really want the thing, you're like, I know, I can hear you saying, but Shavojn, like, I really want it. So I am in the energy of it. I'm attracting it. I want it. And there's a real difference between wanting it, desiring it, and then it showing up for you because you're in the energy of that. Like, it's completely different. And so in our conscious mind, we really want it. Like, I'm exactly the same. I want the thing. But then when it's not showing up, or when I'm feeling like resistance or blocked around it, a lot of the time it's because of something that I need to work on internally. And so if your subconscious mind doesn't think it's safe for you to have the thing that you want, then it will sabotage, it'll sabotage you. So essentially we're self-sabotaging. And I know how hard that is to hear. And I'm not trying to accuse you of doing anything wrong. You are not doing anything wrong. And you probably would get the result that you wanted eventually, but this is going to be the quickest way to it, is for us to work through that underlying belief, the fear or the negativity that's around the thing that you want. So if I say to you, if you're working towards 10K months, for example, okay, so you really, really, really want 10K months, amazing. But when I say to you, well, when you tell yourself, I make $10,000 a month easily and effortlessly, how does that feel? Like, when you think about that in your body, does your belly kind of twist? Does your heart race a little bit? Do your palms get sweaty? Do you feel nervous? Do you feel scared? If you are like lit up AF, like you're like, I believe that 1,000% to my core, then it's going to happen for you. That's amazing. Then you probably don't have anything holding you back there. But if there's a visceral reaction in your body, it means that there's something in your subconscious mind that doesn't believe it. So we need to be able to fully believe in the thing that we're going after. Now, you don't need to worry because our subconscious mind can be rewired and it really doesn't have to take an entire lifetime to do. So I want to know, what's the easier option? You rejigging your entire business and marketing strategy, rebranding for like the 5th, 6th time, creating your logo, changing your colors, getting a new photo shoot, purchasing another course that's probably going to tell you the exact same thing the last one did, but just in a different way, or removing the limiting beliefs that are holding you back from what you want and is just on the other side of you and your already pretty great marketing and offer. And trust me when I say that the answer is the latter. And it's a lot easier to remove a limiting belief than to go and change all the things. Like that, at the end of the day, that's just the reality of it. But if you don't know how to remove a limiting belief, then obviously that can be tricky. So there's a few things that you can do. You can dive into that feeling that we were just talking about. You can do some journaling, some meditating, some visualizing, some hypnosis, tapping. There's so many tools that can help you kind of remove the fear and get more comfortable in that new reality, in that new vision, in that new belief. Or you can book in with a trained mindset and business coach. Hello, my name's Shavojn. I'm a trained mindset and business coach. So before you go change everything in your business, just think about that. So that is a short and sweet one today. And in your business, just think about that. Think in your business. So it's a super short and sweet one today. I hope that you found it helpful and that you're going to do a little bit more digging before you go and create a whole new marketing strategy and rebrand for yourself. Don't create more work for yourself. Just go inward a little bit and figure out what it is that's really, really holding you back from getting the clients or the money or whatever it is that you're looking for that you think the marketing is going to get you. Okay, have a fantastic day. I will see you next time.